Determination of chemical oxygen demand. So the practical is to find the COD. What is the value of COD? Okay, and the aim of the experiment, it is to determine the chemical oxygen demand of a given water sample. Okay, determine the chemical oxygen demand of the given water sample. As we find out what is the value of BOD in the water sample, and that is the biochemical oxygen demand. Okay, and this is the chemical oxygen demand. The difference between the BOD and COD already I told you in a theory classroom, that the BOD, it is the oxidation process takes place with the help of the microorganisms or the bacteria because of the metabolism of that microorganisms. While the chemical oxygen demand here, we use the strong oxidizing agent so that it is oxidized rather than the, as we use the microorganisms, here we use a chemical which is oxidize the oxygen which is present into the water sample, and from that one we can easily find out what will be the value of the COD. Now let's take part of the theory one. Okay, so theory in this one. Okay, determination of the chemical oxygen demand. So what is the difference between this BOD and COD as we discussed in the classroom? So here we use the strong oxidizing agent, and with the help of that one we try to oxidize all the oxygen which is present in it. So the chemical oxygen demand is measure of the amount of material that can be oxidized in the presence of the strong chemical oxidizing agent. Okay, a strong chemical oxidizing agent, and from that one we can oxidize. Just like here you see the reaction, it is mentioned Cr2O7 react with the hydrogen, and there is a formation of the CO2 and water. This is to be formed even when the BOD test is carried out. Same here, there is a formation of the CO2 and H2O, which is the stable end product. Fine. So let's see the procedure of it. What is the procedure for this? How to carry out the COD test? Okay. So jump into the procedure. So this is the procedure. Okay. So first, if you see here, the objective or the aim is to determine the chemical oxygen demand in a given sample. So this is the setup. In this setup, this is the COD digester. Then we require the round bottom flask. Then we require the digestion vessel. So this is the digestion vessel. Then we require the conical flask. Then the burette and the pipette. Okay, so these are the some instrument apparatus that we need to carry out the COD test. So this is the main, the digester. This is very important. Okay, so let's see what is the next step of it. The next step is what? First, to take a 10 ml of distilled water in a round bottom flask. So we are taking the one blank test, and for the blank test what we do, we take a 10 ml of distilled water. Okay, and in the round bottom flask in the here. Okay, once we pipette out the 10 ml, we pour it into the conical round bottom flask, and then what is the next step? Next step is take a 10. Okay, that part is over in the round bottom flask. Once we take that test, then add a 1 ml of mercury sulfate solution into the flask. So what we do, we take the MgSO4 solution and we again pour it here. So 10 ml of distilled water, 1 ml of mercury sulfate. After that, next third step is what? Add the 5 ml of potassium dichromate. So here what we have to do, we have to add a 5 ml of potassium dichromate solution into the same flask. So this is the oxidizing agent. It is a K2Cr2O7. Okay. So again we take the pipette out the solution and we pour it in here where there is a distilled water, 1 ml of the silver nitrate, magnesium sulfate. Sorry, it is a mercury sulfate. Okay. And once we pour it, then we add the 15 ml of silver sulfate sulfuric acid. So we add the 15 ml of sulfuric acid, silver sulfate sulfuric acid in this solution. And once that process is done, then the next fifth step is what? Transfer the content in the flask to the digestion. So what we do? We are take all this one from this one and we pour it here. Okay, in this digester vessel. Okay, and then after that what we do, transfer the content in the flask to digestion vessel. Okay, we are taking this one in this digester one, and once it is over, then we kept that digester vessel into the COD digester here. Okay, for the 2 hours. For the 2 hours we kept that sample into the COD digester, and once the 2 hours is over, what is the next step? Next step is we have to add the indicator. Now which indicator we use here? Here we use the furan indicator. Okay, the furan, 2 to 4 drops of the furan indicators that we have to add in this sample. But when we have to add, wait for 30 minutes, let that sample to be cool, and once the sample is cool, then we add the indicator in this sample, and then we will titrate this solution with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. We are titrating this with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. So here we have to titrate the solution, and once the titration is over, then we are taking the burette reading. What will be the initial burette reading? Okay, and this is the test. It is called for a blank one because we are taking the distilled water. Now the same process we have to follow for the sample water. So again collect the sample, pour it the silver sulfate there, then pour it the indicator, pour it the mercury or the Cr2O7, and then again do the same process and to find out what is the value of take the burette reading, and with the help of that one we can find out the amount of oxidizing agent oxygen present in it. Okay, so let's start the simulation. From that one you can easily understood what exactly the meaning of it. Okay, so this is the setup, and here okay, already I said what is this one, the digester, COD digester. This is the burette, conical flask. This is the round bottom reflux flask. This is the digestion vessel, this one, and this is the burette. Click on the next one here on this arrow. So what is the first one? First is to preparation of a blank solution. We are taking the reading for the blank solution. So go for the next. So here take the 10 ml of the distilled water in a round bottom flask. So first click here, remove the cap of the bottle, pipette out the solution. How much you want distilled water? 10 ml. So take the 10 ml sample, click here, again pour it into this round bottom flask. This, and here the one question is, that is the COD test is commonly used to measure which of the following? So amount of organic compounds in water, amount of oxygen in water, amount of oxygen in chemical, or amount of oxygen used for the oxygenation process. So we are interested to know how much is the oxygen in water or amount of the, which one is there? It is the amount of organic matter present in it. So go for the next. Again, remove the cap, add 1 ml of mercury sulfate, pipette out the mercury sulfate, click here, pour it into the round bottom flask. Already there is 10 ml of the distilled water is there. So place this cap as it is, and then again add the 5 ml of potassium dichromate. So add the 5 ml of the, again remove the cap, take the potassium dichromate solution, K2Cr2O7, click here. How much you want? You take a 5 ml. Okay. So click here. So what we do, what we did, that we added a 5 ml of the potassium dichromate solution here in the round bottom flask. And this is potassium dichromate is a strong oxidizing agent. The question is, potassium dichromate used to effectively oxidize all the organic compounds in water. Is it true or false? Then the answer is true. Once you give the answer, then go for the next. Here now in the same sample, what we do, we add the 15 ml of silver sulfate sulfuric acid. So we add the 15 ml of the silver sulfate sulfuric acid. Open the cap, take the pipette out the solution and pour it into the flask. So take the 15 ml from it. Okay. Close the bottle and now click on the next arrow. So here transfer the content in the flask to the digestion vessel. Now what you have to do? You have to transfer whatever be the solution that we have in this round bottom flask into this one. So you have to pour all this material in this one. And what is this? This is the digester vessel. It is one glass borosilicate tube where we have to put all these solutions here. Okay. So click on here, click on this arrow, click again on this arrow, keep digester vessel in the COD digester. Now this one we need to place into the COD digester. So we say it is okay. Once you say okay, then the next comes. So this digester vessel to be kept into the digester. Okay, and then switch on this digester content in the digestion vessel for 2 hours. So we have to keep this one for the 2 hours in the digester vessel. And once the 2 hour is completed, click here, stop this digestion vessel, then remove this one. Allow this is for the 30 minutes to cool. Click here. Now the titration of the blank solution. For that one, what we do? The solutions which we kept in the digester, now have to take this one, pour it into the conical flask, use the 2 to 4 drops of the furan indicator, remove the cap, click here, take the 2 to 4 drops furan indicator and pour it into this conical flask. Click here. Once this is the process over, then the yellowish color, it is converted into the blue color. Okay, when you kept the sample into the digester, then that time the color is yellowish and now it is changed to the blue. Click here, place the funnel, remove the cap. Pour the ferrous ammonium sulfate in the burette, which having the 0.025 molarity, 0.025. Click here, remove the funnel. The question is here, they ask which of these is used as the indicator when the titration is carried out to determine the amount of COD present in a sample. So which indicator we use here? Obviously we use here the Ferroin indicator. So we take it is, click on the Ferroin, the answer is correct. Then go next. Titrate the blank solution till the color change from blue to the colorless. The color of this solution is blue. You have to titrate with the solution up to the colorless. So click on here, open the knob, and once the color change from yellow to the blue to the colorless, so automatically that happen and you will get a reading of it. Okay, so here the final reading that you got, it is 14.6 ml. How much you got? It is 14.6 ml. Now click on the next arrow. Up till whatever be the titrations and all other process that we carried out, it is for a blank solution, means the distilled water. Now we have to titrate for the water sample. Again we use the same process. Okay, so for that one already we make a two solutions. The one is the blank solution and one is the sample solution. In the both cases we have to add a similar number of the chemicals, and the both samples we have to kept into the digester, COD digester, and after that one we have to take out that one, and now we are titrating titrate these samples with the ferrous ammonium sulfate. So again place the funnel, remove the cap from the bottle, and pour the ferrous ammonium sulfate into the burette. So how much we take? It is 0.025 molar. Then click here, close the bottle, remove the funnel. Here is again the question rise. It is COD test is widely used to determine degree of pollution in water bodies, efficiency of the treatment plants, pollution load. So obviously we can use it for degree of pollution in water, how much is the polluted water. We can use it to know what is the efficiency of the plant if we have to take a sample from the ATP plant, outlet effluent from the plant. Or pollution load, we should know what is the pollution load in that stream. So we click here, all of the above is the correct answer. Then click on the next button. Now here again you need to titrate. Again the same sample to be converted from the blue to the colorless. Once it is colorless, then we note down the reading, and here we got a reading of final burette reading is 10 ml. Okay, now we click on the next button. Here the table comes, and this table shows the one reading, it is a blank reading, and one is the water sample reading. Okay, so initial value is 0 of burette, final value is 14.6, and the water sample we got it is 10. So this is the one reading 14.6, a blank one, and this is the another one 10 from the water sample from this one. Okay, it means the volume of FAS solution is 14.6 and 10. Okay, after that we have to know what is the value of COD. What is the value of COD in milligram per liter? Okay, what is the value of COD? So we have the formula. Click on the formula here. The formula appears, and here the formula is, you can write this formula. COD is equals to the A minus B into the molarity into the 8,000 divided by the volume of sample. The A stands for the FS consumed by the blank and B stands for the FS consumed by the sample. FS consumed by the blank solution and FS consumed by the water sample. Into the molarity, what is the molarity of the FAS? FAS having the 0.025 m. Into the 8000, that is the constant term. This is constant. And then volume of sample is how much? How much sample that you have taken. So here we are taking the sample, volume of sample is 200 ml. Means the volume of sample of the water that we have to take, it is 200 ml. Okay. Now, once we put up the values, A is 14.6, B is 10, molarity is 0.025, 8000 is the constant, divided by volume of sample is 200, and then we calculate and we got some reading. So I just blankly add some reading, it might be wrong. Okay, so you just check it and see what is the value. For that one, we have to click on the check. Okay, if you want to know the formula, then click on the formula. If you want to check this answer whether it is correct or not, then click on the check. Yes, the answer is wrong because I am not calculated properly. But you
Sir,
see here,
4.6.
how much?
4.6.
Okay, 1 second, I just check it. The value is 91. The value is 91. Okay, so here again the one another question is appear on the screen. What is the acceptable range of the COD in the drinking water? What do you think? Whether it is less than 250, 250 milligram to 500 milligram per liter, it might be 500 to the 750 or more than 750 milligram. What do you think? What will be the value? Yes, it is less than 250 milligram per liter. You submit, click on submit button. Your answer is correct. And here the acceptable limit of COD in the drinking water is less than 250 milligram per liter. So this sample, it is suitable for the drinking water. If I have to take it, then this is the sample is suitable for a drinking one. Okay. So this is the test. Okay. Fine. So this is all about the experiment that is to be carried out and you will get an answer. It is 91.